Members, it's Mike Bell here from the Armchair Trading Floor. Just going to do this week's watch list. So we are on Monday, the 16th of April 2018, and what we're going to be looking at is we've got quite a few pairs to look out for on this week's watch list. So what we'll do is we'll start with the Forex, and then we'll go into the crypto analysis as well. Be sure to, as always, go on our full member zone. So if you go on the Armchair Trading Floor website, click where it says member zone right here, and then you'll be able to see all of our previous videos, all of our previous watch lists as well, PDF training modules as well. So we've updated the website, so then you can flick through the different books on the website as well. All these modules on here, and we've actually got a new module which is our risk reward as well. So make sure you have a read, get a TradingView account, and then replicate the watch list on your own charts as well, so then you can understand and really grasp the idea in how to trade and what to do when you're in a position as well, and realistically what to look out for. So before we take too much of your time, let's start this week's watch list. Going into the first Forex pair that we'll be looking at Aussie Japanese yen. So what we've got here is we should see some strength from the Japanese yen right now, especially with all of the US trade war talks and the bombing of Syria. All that sort of talk is definitely going to weaken the US dollar, and naturally the Japanese yen is going to take full advantage of this as well. So we should see any pair versus the Japanese yen go down. That's what we expect. But if I take a look here where we are with this particular trade right now, what we've got here is we've got a level, we've got a supply zone up here. So we've got a supply zone right up there where we had a previous head and shoulder pattern right there. So you can see head and shoulder sank all the way down to this level of support right in our demand zone right there at around the 81.50 level. So that's going to be an important level for us to target anytime in the near future right now. So we've got towards the back end of back end of today, we had a nice strong push up, and we've got this candle pattern right here. So this is a very strong bearish reversal candle. So this shows us that price is going to reverse. You've got an evening star candlestick pattern right there, massive momentum up. You've got some indecision, and then huge push down. So what we'll be looking for is we've got a touch of the trend line, first touch, you've got a second touch, and then you've got almost a third touch right there, but you actually had a moving average crossover that acted as a level of support right there. So what we'll be looking for an entry is we're going to be waiting to see what happens when price gets near this trend line as well. So we're edging close to this trend line. We should expect some action around 1 o'clock tomorrow, because we're actually on the 4-hour chart right now for this particular pair. But what we should see in the near term is price shoot all the way down, complete a retest, and could we have another head and shoulder pattern on our hands right now? So this could look something like this. Shoot up before sinking further down to at least 82. So that's what we're looking for this particular pair. For me, I'm going to be taking an entry pretty much on the London Open tomorrow. So I'll be taking an entry. I'll be taking a sell on this one when I wake up at around about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. My risk reward's going to simply look something like this. I'm going to take a nice conservative small position. I'm hoping that price bumps us up to the 83.50 level. So I'm hoping price takes us up here. I'm going to have a stop loss just above the highest point. So right in this demand zone. So right in that supply zone right there. And then I'll be taking shorts all the way down to 82. 0.00. So 2.1 and 2.3 risk reward right there. Still a valid entry. I'm just going to take a nice small position on that one. If I do get this potential head and shoulder pattern where price plummets down, rejects this moving average right here, as this should act as a level of support again to send price back up. What I will do is I'll take a second entry at this level. So I'll take a second entry right here around the level that we're at right now, which is 83.30 level. So I'll be taking a second shot right there for that one. So it's going to be on the open tomorrow, sell, price brings us down. I'll wait to see if price brings it back up to the 83.30 level before plummeting further. So I'll potentially look to take 2 entries on this one as long as the plan goes how it should do. Again, we've got a level of support right here at the 82. And again, what we could see is we could see traders trying to target the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So you could potentially have A, B, C, strong reversal back to the upside, which is why we're only targeting the 82.00 region on these particular 2 trades. So we could bag a good 300 pips across these 2 trades this week on Aussie Japanese yen. If I go to USD JPY, right, so moving into last week, it was quite clean. I did highlight this in a previous week's watch list right here and actually on the members chat. I've got my key levels written on 107.40. So we went up, we did a bullish flag. We didn't quite get to the 61.8 because we've got this key level right here acting as a level of resistance. Again, if I zoom this in quite close, you can see potential head and shoulders pattern. I'll just draw this on again right here. So just using trading view to find the relevant tool. It's got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, there we go. So what this does look like is we've had the break, the retest, and we could be continuing further down. So we should at least be targeting right here for about 106.70, and then I think we are going to be aggressively falling. We should hopefully see price take us all the way back down to the 106 level, probably by the next sort of week, 2 weeks. Again, further confirmations on this is if I delete this head and shoulder pattern right here, is we've got strong bearish momentum going up to the downside right here. Again, moving average crossover there. Could we be setting up for another moving average crossover? If we get this crossover right here, this is literally going to tank all the way down. So it's going to be important to watch the level that we're at right now. If I remove some of this noise, let me just zoom this out. I'll remove some of this previous stuff that we've got on. We've got a quite clean trend line right here. I do still think in the long term we're heading back up to 114 on USD JPY, but again, solid trend line. Right from the bottom, we're respecting this trend line going all the way up. Again, we should see a nice healthy correction. We did wedge over here at the back end of March, but what we've got on a nice clean chart is going to be higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So all we need to get is as soon as we break below 106.60, then we are literally going to free fall all the way down to 105.50. But I don't expect that we're going to get that right there. If I go into the safest zone for us right now, is what we should be looking for is you can take a trade literally as you watch this video right here. What we should see, or what we might want to wait for, is a spike up to about 107.30 before going further south. So what I'm going to be looking for, again, very solid risk reward. I'll be taking a very small entry on this one, and I'll just literally leave it to run in the background. Prices spike up, complete another retest, and then we should literally just be going further south. So it all revolves on this trend line break as well. We've got a level of support right here. If I zoom this out, I'll show you the reason why we've got this level highlighted in this box. You can see there we've spiked up. So this is a nice solid spike zone right there. Spiked up at the start of March, spiked up again, reversed, spiked up, reversed, and then again we've stalled in between our key level, but every time we're failing to complete a solid break above, and again massive push up, but we're back to the same level. So what I do expect is that we are going to break this trend line, then we're going further south. Again, all of the alarm bells are singing weak dollar, weak dollar, weak dollar, weak dollar. All this stuff that's happening with Syria, again, trade wars, all this nonsense suggests that we should see a weak dollar. That's why all the other pairs are thriving at the minute. Definitely worth a short on this particular trade as well. You can potentially open one right now, but just make sure the risk reward's right. Again, normally I'd look at putting the stop loss higher up here, but I don't think that we're going to get that higher low, so I'm happy to potentially risk about 30 pips on this particular pair. So entries, 107.2960, take profit 106.09, stop loss 30 pips higher on the USD JPY. Euro, going into the Euro, what we're looking at is a strong ABCD pattern. A, B, C, D. D at the minus 21.7 fib. Should expect a pullback. This again is just going to literally be trading the trend line. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Again, if you're new to the member zone, definitely have a check of the members area as well, so you can see here we've got information on this one, how to predict what the level, what the bounce is going to be, and what the sequence is looking at. So again, support on this trend line, you've got resistance, you want to take your entries over here. Then again, highlight support, highlight resistance, take your entries at the support. Confirmation is going to be the trend line. Then again, very solid A, B, C, D as well on the Euro. So again, very similar. You've got support here, you've got resistance. We could wait for another pullback, but I don't think we're going to get a pullback because we flagged here. We actually got a flag. This on a 4 hour, this is going to look like a bullish flag. So what I do expect is we're going to have the same leg. So we literally use the drawing tool right there on TradingView, drawing a trend line, copy that trend line, and we should expect to see the same leg after the flag right there. So we've broken the flag, and look where that takes us. Literally bang on the money, bang on to our 61.8 fib. Again, very solid trade. I do think this is just going to literally just keep on going up, 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 all the way to target. So this could be another trade that we're obviously looking at. If you wanted to go 50 pips risk, 50 pip risk, take profit 1.25, 130 pips, so good solid, almost 1 in 3 risk reward for this particular pair. Should be a nice clean week. I don't expect any noise. I don't expect any fundamentals to really throw us off, but it's definitely worth a trade on this one. Just look out that we don't get a retest right here, which is why I'd probably wait for a little bit of a pullback. I'm going to be taking an entry on Euro in the morning, probably about probably about 8-9 o'clock. So let's see how the London session opens and how this Asian session in the middle of tonight actually treats us as well. So ideally, what I do want to see is a nice pullback. Again, Asian session is notorious for the pullback as well. So if we can get an entry at 1.2350, I'm literally made up. This should be solid, solid, solid. And then we can again adjust our risk reward, and that will definitely give us 150 pips on the upside for the euro. So we've done euro, we've done the USD JPY, Aussie, Japanese yen, GBP, New Zealand dollar. Right, this pair moves fast. Again, very similar setup that we've actually got right here. Again, solid ABCD pattern. So we've got A, we've got B at our high point, we've got C here, so our retracement on the 61.8, and then we'll be targeting D. So we missed out on the start of this one, but again, what I do expect is I've highlighted the leg, I've literally copied it, pasted it, and what we expect is the same leg up. Look where that takes us. This leg takes us to the minus 27 fibs, so this is our D right there. Again, all of this stuff is on the members zone, so make sure you take a look. It'll help you manage your trades, it'll help you understand exactly what we're going for. Look at this leg going up right here from A to B. We did not get any sign of a pullback. So this is why I'm going to open the trade right now on this one. Again, this is a 350 pip range, so I'm just going to be risking about 70 pips on the downside and literally just let this one ride. I do expect, again, the British pound, we are flying on GBP. So what I do expect is this is all going to go nice hand in hand. We've had a break of this counter trend line right there. So very, very, very solid trade. I've highlighted this zone here as well. So I'll just zoom out so you can see that we've actually got this zone highlighted. Our 61.8 level, again, that's just been highlighted because we want to take entries here. If I look on the watch list, so if I look on here, again, A, B, C, D. So the length of A to B is the same length of C to D. So if we take a look at GBP, New Zealand dollar, that's why, let me just resume this out. This is why we copied and pasted that leg. Again, all of this is on the members area, right there. A, B, C, D. That's what we're looking for right there on this particular trade. New Zealand dollar showing a bit of fake moves right now on New Zealand dollar. There's no real technical levels on this one apart from we're at a solid demand zone, supply zone right up here. Now what we've got is we've got some strong resistance around the 0.7440 level. So if I highlight here, we've got try to break, reversed, strong reversal. So we've had one strong reversal, had two strong reversals. Will we see a third? I do think that we're going to go all the way up to here. I'll be waiting to see if we can take a short. I'm not going to be placing any entries on this one Again, very strong bullish. Again, the US dollar's weak, so we do expect to see upside. But is it going to be worth taking an entry in this supply zone right here? Again, it's worth the 50 pips to see if we felt a break above this 0.7740 level, and then we'll literally just target the next level of support, which I would suggest is going to be about 0.7280. We'll just stick it right here. Let's see how this one pans out. Going to the cryptos. I do expect a pullback right here. It is frustrating. We're playing games. We're actually going to be closing around the key solid level of around 8,000. For me, this is on an hourly chart. I'd be waiting to see if we can get above this moving average, but I do think that any smart trader is going to be waiting to see if we can get around about the 7,500 for this one. We do need to see some form of a pullback. Again, strong bearish momentum right there. Price went down today. We should see this consolidate, just break itself down, something like this, forming lower lows and lower highs, just very gently tailing its way down until we eventually hopefully spike to this level, and then boom, further upside. That's what we're looking for. All these pairs are moving the exact same way as well, so it doesn't matter if you trade in Bitcoin, doesn't matter if you trade in Ethereum, doesn't matter if you trade in XRP for now. The only difference is XRP still has not yet broke out. It's not got anywhere near its breakout region, but they're all following the exact same chart movements as Bitcoin. So if we take a look, Bitcoin, Ethereum, sorry, I'll delete some of this. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Look at the charts, look at the formation. They actually look very similar. So we've got push up, we've got a nice little U there. This potentially forming a cup and handle. Don't know, could be. But what we're looking for is, we are looking for price to come down. It needs to come down for us to take a solid entry. It's worth taking smaller entries for the upside on a risk reward. Right now would be a good time to do it, just under these psychological levels. So notice 500, stop losses literally 5 points under 495. Bitcoin, take a entry around here. You're looking at underneath 7,800 for your stop loss. And then that is pretty much it for this week's watch list. As mentioned, just take a look at the members zone. If I've got us on the chat here, we've got our member public area. Get the charts in here. Create a trading view account. Get the charts in. Get the discussion talking. Let's get talking, people. Let's get talking. Yeah, some very good analysis coming in, by the way. Brandon, yeah, we saw this as well. We saw this head and shoulders. Very actually same setup as what we're looking for. So yeah, on fire. I know this one hit take profit. Your GBP CAD today. Again, nice entry. Nice. New Zealand Japanese yen. Again, this one was pretty solid. I think this actually got around about this level. We're floating back around the 78.40 as well. But yeah, get your charts in. Let's make some decent money this week. Any questions, just reach out to admin. But for now, get to the member zone, read the PDFs. Any questions, just reach out to us, and then let's go and do this. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great week. See you on the other side.